Hi, I'd like to show you how to belay from the top of a trad pitch using a direct belay, which means that we don't have to belay off of our harness like we used to do in the old days, and it was really uncomfortable when your partner fell and you'd be hanging there holding their weight. Okay, so the modern belay is direct off the anchor. I've got 3 solid pieces in a nice crack, so it's got to be a bomb-proof anchor, and we're going to do it with an ATC guide, also known as a Plaquette. A Reverso is just about the same thing. So here we go. Once I've led the pitch, I'm going to go ahead and take a locker into my master point and clove hitch in, loop, another loop, put the second one behind the first, flip into my locker, lock it down, give myself plenty of room here to lean back, okay, so that I've got plenty of room to do my arm motions. Then I'm going to stack the rope at my feet. I could take the backside of the clove hitch and bring it through the belay loop and clip it here just so it's out of the way. Or I could just let it dangle and then stack the rope at your feet if you can. Now if you're making lap coils, then it's slow and it's hard to give a good belay when you're doing that. So we really don't want to make lap coils if there's any way we can stack the rope at our feet. Okay, even if you use your leg to help pin the rope in. Make a nice small stack, keep it compact, you can pat it down, and your partner should say, "That's me." So, what do? Well, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take the Plaquette device, and we've got a locker clipped into that upper loop right there. So we're going to clip into our master point with that locker, flip it around, and lock it down. We're going to take our blocking carabiner, and that just stays there on the cable as normal. Now take your partner strand and put it on top in either slot, okay? So there's the climber strand on the top, and that should self-lock, okay? But if you have the climber strand on the bottom, like this, climber's on the bottom, then it's not gonna self-lock or braking assist or anything, it's just gonna run. So here's the climber, and there it's just going to go. So that is the first thing you want to make sure you get right, is have the climber strand on the top, either slot, clip the blocking carabiner, lock it down, and then give it a tug on the climber strand to verify that it is self-locking. Now, you must never let go with your brake hand, and it's no guarantee that it's going to lock. Okay, so your hand motion, you've got plenty of room here. It's going to be right hand high, left hand low, pull with both hands, slide the left hand down and match, right hand up and release. Pull, slide down, match, right hand up and release, okay? And if you've got a nice high master point, you can really go. Now, as far as giving the person slack, that's where it gets tricky. We'll have to cover that in another video. The other thing you're gonna wanna have is a rope that's 9.5 or less. If you have a 10 millimeter, there's so much friction when you use these devices, it takes the fun out of the plane.